Good morning. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the paint room so you can actually see for yourself what it is and what you need to do in here when you get things set up. I'm in the paint room. There's the door. First thing you need to do is look and make sure that there are that there are less than 3 people in here. If there are less than 3 people in here, you're welcome to come in and begin. If not, wait outside the door until somebody leaves, and then you can come on here and do your thing. So if you're the first folks in the paint room, you need to turn on the fume hoods. So we've got one over here, that is where our paint booth is and where we do our painting. And then we'll have one over here, this big thing right here, which is where we're going to let our project sit and dry for a little while. The switches for those are over here on both walls. So there's one over here on this side, and there's one over here on this side. So make sure they're both turned in. It just moves the paint fumes out of the room and makes it safer for us in here. All right. So to get started, you're coming in. You have your car. You're going to want to come underneath there here and grab one of these holders for your car. Either one of these holders or one of these that just sticks straight up. Okay, and you can set that one in there. You're going to want to get some paint. Probably want to get the paint first, but because you got to do some shaking with that. So this is our paint cabinet. Okay, pull it open, and we've got tons of different colors of paint in here. Grab this red. Okay, so I've got my red paint. I now need to make sure it shakes. So if you hear that rattling, this is a rattle can, right? There's a little marble in there, and you just shake this up. This doesn't mix the paint up. This does. Okay, so give that a good shake a little bit. Okay, I'm creating a paint sample here with the names of the different color of paints. So this is not where you would paint. You would never paint outside of the painting booth, but I'm gonna make this for you so that you can kind of see what they are, and we don't need to paint walls or paint the floor or whatever. All right, so how do we open these? Well, it tells you there's instructions on the top of the can. For this one has these 2 notches here, and it shows you right here to just squeeze it. So you can squeeze it with 2 fingers, and it pops off. Okay. This one right here doesn't have that, but it has this hole. That's what we'll need to do. We'll put a screwdriver in here. You put a screwdriver in there and just pop it off. Don't count that the color of the paint, that the color on top here is actually the color of the paint, because some of these gets broken and we just put a different color cap on it. The best bet is what is color out here, and what does it say, right? What's the color on the tip right here, and then what is the color that it tells you right here on the bottom of the can. All right, so got this going. Now I'm going to bring my paint over to my project. Okay, you can have up to 2 people in this space. Any more than 2 people in this space, you run the risk of overspray on your project or on theirs. So just 2 people, 1 on each side. I place the holder inside, like halfway in, so that there's no overspray. You don't get any spray outside the booth. We try not to spray the back of it. It happens. That's why we got this cardboard on here. Okay. This is not a place to be testing your paint in here. If you wanted to test it because you're not really sure, you want to make sure you got the right kind, you can put a piece of paper toweling down here, give it a little squirt, and then do that. Then make sure you throw that away. This is a turntable, okay? So you can put your project here, just set right here. You can even put this right here, and use the turntable to turn your project around. It's a nice, one at a time on this one. But that's how that works. So I've got my paint, I've got my project on here. Now I need to close the hood lid, okay? And now I'm going to do some painting. Just quick, short bursts of your paint, not long. That leads to drips and a lot of paint and a lot of wasted material, and it will actually ruin your paint jobs. Okay. Once it's done, once you're done painting it, take your project out. And then you're just going to set it over here on the side counter, and you can let it dry for a little bit. If you want to know how much time you need to wait in between coats, you need to read the can, and the can will tell you dry and application times. That's usually what the term you're looking for on the can. So right there it says dry. I don't know if you can see that, dry and application times. And certain paints are. This one says dries in 10 minutes or less. Handle in 1 hour. So dries in 10 minutes or less. It also tells you how often you can make a second coat. Apply second coats within 2 hours or after 48 hours. So within 2 hours, so after 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you're welcome to come in here and put a second coat on. I'd wait as long as you can. The other thing is that once you put your project over here, then you need to get out of the shop or out of the paint room, so that another person come in and start working on their project. So come in, find your paint color, find your holder, and then wait till the next person comes out. All right. When you're done, then this can of paint gets its lid put back on, okay? And it goes back in here. Even if you're coming back to paint it again, put it back inside the cabinet so it's not leaving a mess outside for others to have to deal with. That would be neat. Okay? All right. That's it for painting. Do good work. Do a good job. Just remember, painting outside of the paint booth is one of those rules you cannot break. If you break it, you are done. You are not painting anything. Okay, so it's be good about that. All right, happy painting. We'll see you later.